Hello everyone, it's Old Guardian here. In this deck guide video, I'm going to show you how to wreck Warlocks with Poison Rogue. Poison Rogue is a very polarized deck, and it only exists because the meta is very polarized. So Poison Rogue is good at beating Quest Rogues, Quest Warlocks, and Quest Mages, and it's adequate against Quest Shaman. So yeah, this is punishing the slow and greedy decks. It's not a very slow meta. Those slow decks can still kill you very early on, but they don't develop, so you have time to just hit them in the face. And hit them in the face is what you do. The weapons are the most important part of Poison Rogue. There's One Task Shank and there's Self-Sharpening Sword. And I have usually built this list with 3 weapons, but now I reviewed all the statistics available and came to the conclusion that in the current meta 4 weapons is not too much. So yes, you want to run 4 copies of weapons, 2 copies of both. You buff them up, you hit the opponent's hero with them, then you have a bunch of damage spells that you also use to hit the opponent's hero, and you have Cloak of Shadows that can give you stealth a little bit so you can hide and bide your time a bit. Just remember to swing first before you Cloak of Shadows so that you don't break your stealth. Probably the biggest deck building decision when building Poison Rogue is what minions do you want to include. Because you want to include as much card draw as possible, so you want to include Swindle. Swindle, draw a spell, combo, and a minion, so you need some minions in the deck. There's generally very few minions in Poison Rogue deck. Most decks only run something like Guild Trader, but that's a really weak card. Then there's some that run Wandmaker, and that's also a really weak card in the archetype at the moment. There are only really 3 alternatives from my perspective. There's Price Plunderer, if you really need more removal, there's Mankrik, and there's Dr. Krastenov. I haven't seen anyone else run Krastenov in this deck, but I have had great experiences with Krastenov and highly recommend it. Mankrik is a bit more mediocre, so if I wanted to add a bit more removal, I wanted to add a Price Plunderer, I would cut Mankrik for that one. And that's pretty much your minion setup. As for the mulligans with this deck, they are fairly simple. You want a weapon. You hard mulligan for One Task Shank or Self-Sharpening Sword. Shank is slightly better, so if you're offered both, you keep the Shank. And then if you have a weapon, then you can look for poisons, especially Deadly Poison for additional damage, and Silverleaf Poison for additional card draw, and then you can also look for a cutting class. And that's it for the mulligans. Then you just deal damage to the best of your ability, trying to raise your opponent, and in the crucial key turns, it's a little uncertain how much damage you're going to take in return. You have to carefully try to calculate your out, so that do you have to remove something in order to have an extra turn, so that you will have enough time to finish the game. Now, let's go take a look at Poison Rogue in action, and if you enjoy this content, please like this video and subscribe to my channel. I need weapons. That's a weapon. Do I want to coin it out? I want to prep Swindle now. Let's prep Swindle. There's also a line where I coin Mankrik. So there's a line where I coin Mankrik, and there's a line where I coin the sword. If I swing at the sword on turns 4, 5, 6, 7, is that too late? I'll coin the Mankrik. Let's give that a try. We put it in the deck, so let's try to use it. It's not really a draw with the Viper, though. Shank is better than the Self-Sharpening Sword. This worked out really well. And I can afford to hit with the Shank, because I have 2 poisons coming for it next turn anyway. The Shank is not running out of durability. Okay. +2 attack. +1 attack and your hero is immune while attacking. 0 cost cutting class. And a silver leaf poison. One more card draw. I'm not playing around a Viper. I think the probability that someone actually uses a Viper in that Warlock deck is so low. Is this Warhammer? No, this is Hearthstone. They did use a Viper in that deck. Okay, I'm surprised. It's not too bad yet. See how it goes. Of course, once the Viper dies, it can be brought back by with the race dead. In this position, I may need to question out the Viper. I might also exile 7 Extortion. They're killing their own Viper so they can bring it back. I'm actually better off killing the Anetheron, right? Going face. They can kill the Viper and resurrect it. I think I'm better off killing that one now. Prevents any nonsense with the Battlemaster. Now they're killing off their Viper and then resurrecting it. No, there's no lethal with Passage there. I don't think that's enough damage. I would have needed another 9 from the deck. Or 4 mana. Or 3 mana. 9 with 3 mana. No, that's not gonna happen. They did not resurrect the Viper. Okay. That's interesting. The taunt minion is pretty good though. I'm going to need a cloak. Against everything else, this is just completely useless.
Nothing gets past.
I had to do it like this, so that I don't die to the Battlemaster. Battlemaster is 16 damage. They are not guaranteed the Viper back. There's plenty of other minions that have died. They do get the Viper back. Well, did they also get the Taunt minion? They're not deep enough into the deck. They still need healing.
More bones to gnaw on.
That's irrelevant. Finishing them off with the dagger after they played 2 Rustrot Vipers. Sword. This was... Extortion goes face on 1. I'll give it a try. Yes, I7. Oh, this is just a dagger turn. But next turn is the sword into double poisons. They get to extort my face. Fine.
Care to make a wager, friend?
Well, I have 4 turns. Can I hit 4, 5, 6, 7? This game lasting 7 turns. But I have Krastinov, so I can actually hit this turn. Thanks to Krastinov, I can hit now. I can hit with this, it's fine. Draw 2 cards. Swindle gives me Mankrik. There's no time to play Mankrik.
Nothing gets past.
Take the 2 cards.
Let's ride.
Size 7 stuff coming right up. Is this a Mankrik turn? Is this a Krastinov turn?
Consider this a house call. Nurse Cleaver.
Kill that one. But they can't affect my draws. Okay.
So what's the rub?
5-5. Is it enough? I still have to handle the Krastinov. I don't think the 5-5 is going to be enough. 8 damage. They need another 8 from hand. Is there a chance for them to have another 8 from hand? That would take two wicked stabs. 2 wicked stabs in hand to kill me.
Nothing.
I don't think they have 2 wicked stabs. Puts them down to 10.
Choose.
They might have 2 wicked stabs. I don't have to take a risk. I don't have to take a risk of dying. Like, they had 1 out, and I don't have to give them that 1 out. I can just remove the 1 out they had.
So what's the rub?
I think this was fine. I didn't need a cloak. I could just remove the 1 out like that.
Nothing gets past.
Like this. Did I miss that? Well, I suppose we're sinister striking. What else would we do?
Nothing gets past me.
Grab and go phase. Hitting on tree for... Yeah, we have Creston. We're just going to start swinging with the self-sharpening sword on tree. let's just go. Might not be tons of Creston of targets in this specific version, but we'll see. They still want to play like the... They still like to play some stuff. I could trade the Extortion. I can play Garrot first. I want to try to draw Bleeds. I don't believe in drawing Bleeds right now. I'll just trade that in. Here we're going with the poisons. Swing. They need to play a minion so that I can crush them more charges for my weapon. Remember good against Quest Shaman? No.
There's room in the darkness for you.
You were just a burden.
They want to use their health. That's intriguing.
A little agony.
Okay, we can take out the Dark Glare. Unless this turn is already good enough for them. They didn't kill that minion. Okay. That's a pretty strong turn 4. Oh, that was pretty good. Looking like a good turn 4 there. Sometimes. Do I have to kill the Dark Glare now? Because they have so much mana. I can't let them have all that mana.
Choose soon.
I think I'll need Mankrik. I need to kill one of those. Well, now they don't get the additional mana. So maybe they won't be able to play Tamsin and stuff. But maybe they will. We'll see. That was strong turn 4, by the way.
A little agony goes a long way.
They will probably be fine, right? Yeah, good turn 4. With just one Dark Glare, they will still be able to get Tamsin out there, yeah. And then they play the rest of their deck and win. Yeah.
Stormwind shall share my pain.
Alright. Sometimes they get lucky.
You were just a burden.
Which weapon? What is the best Warlock deck? You can find it on my YouTube channel. I just made a best decks video on Friday. Check it out. But it's a Giants version. I wouldn't call it a handlock. It's not really a handlock.
So
They're Quest Giants. The Shank is usually the better weapon.
choose soon. Nothing gets past
I can start swinging immediately, I believe. I have one poison in hand and I have more coming. This will draw cards, this will draw cards. I will find more poisons.
You here for the tour?
I have the secret passage if everything else fails.
Nothing gets past me.
Let's get to work on this Warlock.
Fresh out of the oven.
I don't think it exists. With the silver leaf poison.
Nothing.
Hit with this. Draw with this. Ouch. See how it goes. Can it work without the legendary? Yeah, it can. Problem here is that they found that one copy of Spice Bread Baker, and they are going to resurrect that several times, maybe. They heal off of it, then they resurrect it, and they're just going to heal so much. But we already beat one Warlock, who was able to heal for more than 50. So it's not impossible.
Blood is my currency.
I would need a poison. Paralytic poison, deadly poison would do. If I extortion that one. I could also secret passage for the poisons. That's probably better. So extortion that one. Not give that life steal. Then I'll secret passage for the poisons. That's some poisons right there. Wow. Okay. 8 cards in hand. That's a bunch of poisons. They're going to heal by killing off the Spice Bread Baker. Resurrecting that and healing with it again.
You get accustomed to the smell.
It's too big for Krastenov to kill. 9 cards in hand. While drawing 2 takes me to 10 cards. Can I find the Coerce? Oh, I already have the Coerce in hand. Sorry, I didn't realize. So we'll Coerce the Taunt away. Paralytic poison. 7 damage. Need another 10. I don't have another 10 here. Carrot should be okay. Carrot and hit face. Might even find some bleeds. +2 off with the prep, we get stab. But I have quite a lot of damage from hand for next turn. They're not close to 10 cards in deck yet, but they can't really get to activate the Bristleback effect or get the cheap scavengers.
More bones to gnaw on. We hunger for vengeance. You here for the
Going to
tour?
10 just does nothing, so it's time to boom. Even the bleed's coming in.
This time.
Boom. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the content, please click the like button, subscribe to my channel, and check out my Twitch channel.